My name is Mikelle Lloyd. I'm a program manager with the LIFT Simulation Design Lab in the College of Nursing. And today I'll be sharing the results of our pilot using simulation to facilitate interprofessional training for emergency birth transfer in rural Utah. In reviewing data collected by Utah Women and Newborns Quality Collaborative, or UWINC, we found that in Utah, community births, planned births that occur at home or a birthing center, are nearly twice as common as the national average. As we learned about transfer protocols, we found that there was an opportunity to create an interprofessional training for birth care providers involved in community birth and hospital transfers. We partnered with these different provider groups to create provider-specific trainings and then organize a larger interprofessional simulation training. We included community midwives, hospital providers, 911 dispatch, and EMS. Some background details about our simulation setup. AirMed offered us the use of their Nephi apartment as a staging area. We set up a scenario where the birth had already occurred and baby was healthy, but the mother was having a postpartum hemorrhage that required a transfer to the hospital. The midwife called 911 to request an ambulance. The mother was transferred from the second floor apartment into the ambulance and then to the hospital. We ran this scenario twice. Geographically, the hospital in Nephi serves a large area. Depending on where the emergency occurs, it can be a 40-minute ambulance ride to the hospital. Effective and concise communication is crucial to keep transfer time at a minimum. We also found that the hospital did not have an algorithm for whether an emergency postpartum hemorrhage transfer would be treated in the ED or by the OB department. By running two simulations, the hospital was able to practice both options, which led to a discussion about updating the algorithm. After the simulation, everyone met in a conference room at the hospital to debrief. After the training was over, various participants stayed in the room for another hour, listening to each other and sharing past experiences and discussing plans to continue working together. We administered pre- and post-training evaluations to the 32 participants. 100% felt the training was a good use of time. 88% said the training improved their feelings for other providers, and 91% felt more confident in their ability to manage a birth transfer. There were some unexpected outcomes from this training. One is a development of a midwife-specific 911 dispatch protocol. This protocol has dispatch ask the midwife questions that are more specific to a midwife's knowledge and experience, rather than using a generic protocol more geared towards a lay person. Progress on this new protocol was halted during 2020 due to COVID protocols taking priority, but it is back on the AIED agenda for 2021. During the simulation, EMS providers were able to practice administration of TXA as a postpartum hemorrhage treatment in anticipation of an update to Utah EMS protocol allowing ambulances to carry TXA. EMS has also updated their protocol to allow midwives to ride along in the ambulance and continue care during the transfer. Another development from this pilot program is that UWINC now includes EMS in their transfer toolkit protocols. A powerful aspect of this simulation training was getting interprofessional providers in the same room to discuss which protocols are working and what system changes need to happen moving forward. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has not permitted us to further develop this program as it was originally piloted. However, our future activities include a continued partnership with UWINC to develop a hybrid program that combines virtual training with in-person interprofessional training. It is our hope that a hybrid format will allow us to expand program access to additional rural providers and communities.